In this video, I'm going to teach you what Aperture is and how to best utilize it for your photos and videos. And I'm going to do so in 2 minutes, so let's get into it. First, you're going to want to make sure you set your camera to manual. So Aperture is essentially how open or closed the blades of your lens are. And some lenses, like this vintage Nikkor lens, have an aperture ring that you can control directly on the lens, while other lenses like this Tamron don't have aperture rings, so you control it electronically through your camera. And the number with the little F next to it will indicate what your aperture is set to.
The wider the aperture, the smaller the number, and the smaller the aperture, the larger the number.
The wider the aperture, f2.8 for example, the shallower the depth of field, meaning blurry backgrounds. But if you close your aperture down to something like f16, you'll have a deeper depth of field, meaning more will be in focus in your frame, so essentially no blurry background. And the wider the aperture, the more light you let into your image. So at f2.8, your image will be much brighter than if you have your aperture stopped down to something like a f16. So say if you are out shooting on a bright day and you want to set your aperture to something like an f2.8, you'll either have to lower your ISO, crank up your shutter speed, or add a variable ND filter to bring down the exposure. If you're a photographer taking a regular image, you can be fine cranking up your shutter speed. However, if you are shooting video, you'll want to follow the 180-degree shutter rule, meaning keep your shutter speed 2 times your frame rate. And you can check out my shutter speed tutorial for more information on that.
When shooting at wider apertures, your overall image quality will be a little bit softer, and when shooting at smaller apertures, your image quality will be just a bit sharper. And pro tip, use your aperture to tell your story. Shoot at a wide aperture if you really want to isolate your subject from your background, and shoot at a smaller aperture to avoid background blur and showcase where your subject is at.
Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials.